I'm actually doing that. Well, I mean, 74, 31, and then later, special round. And I'll show you. Yeah, the first one going to be kept down that middle stack. Yeah, every in that stack. And what I'm going to do is walk off the stage and do the front. So we'll do it right here. And then we have a couple more stacks. See that red folder? And then we'll fold those in. So I'll now, yeah, well, I'll bring them all up together. And you call a name, you can find them, fish it out, find the name. Okay. We'll go.
welcome to the 2023 Spring Mass Communication Awards Show. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Emma. Kelly and I, along with Jen and Jasmine, are honored to be here to host this award ceremony and to celebrate the students and faculty who have worked so hard this year. Our theme is spring, our hashtag is where dreams grow, and we feel that the Mass Comm department is a great place to grow and make our dreams come true. Feel free to post about our event during the ceremony. We are back in full bloom after COVID. To introduce our seniors, please look to our senior slideshow on the big screen to my right.
Hello, I'm Jasmine. We are so excited to see how much the department has bloomed this year. We would like to bring up Dr. Guy Real, Chair of Mass Communications. He will start the evening with some opening remarks and then induct our students into the Kappa Psi Alpha Honor Society and introduce our KTA Top Scholar.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. First, I just want to welcome all the professionals who are here and internship supervisors. We have Sylvia Wozniak from the Department of Biology, who's here, who helped sponsor some of our students. Olivia Reed with the Culture and Heritage Museums, and Lauren Gustafson, I'm not seeing her. Yeah, I believe she may be here, with Favor Piedmont. All of these have been friends to our department and our students, and so we welcome the professional student relationship that we try to foster here. This event used to be the Mass Comm Dinner, and it was founded 34 years ago by Dr. Bill Click, along with Marilyn Sorrow. Dr. Click passed away in September of last year, so we miss him, but we're here to honor him tonight. Bill Click was a friend and a mentor to us all and a leader to our students. I never saw him once raise his voice in anger, which, I mean, that's amazing when you work with somebody for that long. He was a steady presence at Winthrop for all those years, and the dinner became a time-honored tradition over the years for our department. And we've seen many incredible students blossom into amazing careers. And that's going to happen to you tonight, in the future after tonight. The dinner started taking on a little bit different style as the media evolved. Been radically changed, right, over the last, 20, 25 years. And then when COVID hit, we did it remotely for the first time. And then it was styled as a newscast and sort of rebranded as the Mass Comm Awards Show. So that's what it is tonight. So we have informal food, not catered dining, grab food and drinks while we're talking. It's a very informal situation. And tonight we have fruit and pizza and treats and drinks. And we hope it's gonna be fun. You know, the only thing missing is the beer, but you know, that's later, I guess. One of the criticisms of the dinner was that it sometimes dragged on too long, so we're going to keep the pace up. And I'll start off right now by standing off the stage for our Kappa Tau Alpha Awards. These are the students, juniors and seniors, who are the top 10% in the class, those classes, judged solely by GPA. So the top ranking GPA students. And I'm gonna walk down in front because we're gonna do a little group presentation here because we wanna keep it moving so we don't come up individually. And if you'll come up and grab the Kappa Tau Alpha stuff, I'll step down here. Kappa Tau Alpha is a national collegiate honor society that recognizes academic excellence. As promotes scholarship in journalism and mass communication. Membership must be earned by excellence in academic work at one of the colleges and universities that have chapters, which we do. Ours is the J. William Click chapter, Dr. Bill Floyd. Selection for membership is a mark of highest distinction and honor. Kappa Tau Alpha was founded at the University of Missouri in 1910, which was the world's first school of journalism. The emblem of Kappa Tau Alpha is the key. It's the oldest symbol of knowledge and communication. The Greek letters mean the truth will prevail. The letters also suggest three English words: knowledge, truth, and accuracy, KTA. The Society's colors are light blue, significant of truth, and gold, emblematic of worth and high standards. Benefits of membership include national recognition for academic excellence, lifetime membership, and the membership meets one of the requirements for entrance at the GS7 level in numerous professional and technical occupations in the U.S. government. The following students, if you are here, please come forward. These are the students with the top GPAs among the graduating class for 22-23. Ashlyn Henson, Victoria Trump. Victoria's in France, by the way, so she won't be coming forward. And I don't know if she can hear me, and we can't see her, but she's going to take the oath here in a second, and we'll just assume she's taking it with us. Kaylee Ross, those are our seniors. The juniors are Madison McCrae, Raquel Simon, Emma Ann Lay, and Audrey Atkins. Now, the awards being handed out here each contain an honor cord, which may be worn at graduation or any academic setting. There are medals for some which can be worn in the same locales. They include a Kappa Tau Alpha pin, which I still have mine from way back when, and I'll wear that to academic conferences and things like that. So there's also a newsletter and a certificate. So face me, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly promise to be faithful to these cardinal precepts of journalism and mass communications. Standards of education in our fields must continually be raised. Study and learning are a lifelong obligation. Industry and alertness are the marks of our calling. Pause to turn the page. We must continually strive to improve the media. I dedicate myself to the highest ideals of journalism and communication. To liberty of communication. To honesty. To fairness to all. To skill and artistry. To accuracy. To truth. Congratulations. Well, we're not quite finished. Now we will announce the KTA Top Scholar. This is the graduating senior, so juniors aren't in this, just the top among the seniors, the graduating senior with the highest GPA. It happens to be Kaylee Ross. Okay, now. These, we don't have a handout, but I wanted to announce just a couple of things. external awards from organizations. The South Carolina Press Association gave out some awards to our student publications, the Johnsonian, and this is for the calendar year of 2022. Third in general excellence of all the collegiate newspapers, 5,000 circulation and fewer, recognizing the whole staff, but of course the editors now are Marley Bassett, Mari Presley, and Ainsley McCarthy. Second in news writing, Taylor Salinger. Third in sports writing, Matthew Shealy. The writing at Mill and Record, led by editor Raven Rose. First in feature writing, Spencer Horton. Third in feature writing, Sam Hyatt. Now we have some more handouts here. Yeah. Grab the red one and the middle one. The middle one, I believe. Okay. So now we're going to announce the Terry Plum News and Writing Awards.
Good evening, I'm Jen. Thank you so much, Dr. Reel, and congratulations to the inductees and our top scholar.
Dr. Reel will now announce 3 awards: the Johnsonian Class of 1970 Award for Excellence, the Terry Plum Journalism Awards, and the Virginia Wilcox Design Award.
So for general news, this is the Harold Terry Plum Journalism Awards. I'll just read you the headline. 144 graves of enslaved Africans found on a Winthrop alum's newly purchased property. Sam Hyatt, here. Feature story, Roddy Law will lose its kitchens and will be assigned roommates. Despite their signing up for private rooms, they will be put on exclusive meal plan, though. Consolation. Ainsley McCarthy. Winthrop honors the ballroom scene. It's not a dance, it's a ball. Mari Presley. And for page design, stay right here. And for page design and her work for the arts, culture, and tech page for Johnsonian and Mari Presley. Now, I should have said these each carry $150 gift certificates from Target, which will be presented later. The Herald will do a story or write up on you guys, and then we'll present them. The Johnsonian Awards, they carry $200 prize for each winning entry. It's funded by the class of 1970, who were English majors, young women, who edited the Johnsonian, and they funded these awards, and also funded a scholarship for an English major who works in student publications. And it's a pretty good scholarship. So I'll announce those, and if you'll come up, we'll present those. We'll start with the English major, who did an outstanding job working for the Johnsonian this year, not 1970. And we were happy, the English department was happy that who won was Jada Strong.
Jada here? Okay. On the reporting awards for in-depth reporting, headline, Wofford and Richardson dorms set to be demolished. Ariana Johnson. Teacher writing, Professor John Holder, who won the top prize on the Wheel of Fortune that helped fund his PhD studies, is retiring and reflects on his time as an Eagle. Ainsley McCarthy. Opinion, this was published on the last day of 2022, and it's quite a treatise on writing as a journalist in that difficult year. When is it enough? A journalist's reporting opinion on reporting in 2022, Marley Bassett. And then for photography, video, multimedia, incredible Instagram coverage by this young lady for the Johnsonian, including a striking photo study, a photo story on the construction of the thread on Instagram. Lily Hayes.
Thank you, Dr. Reel, and congratulations to all the student winners. Please welcome Mark Nortz, who will present the South Carolina Broadcast Association Awards.
Is anybody hot? Oh my gosh. There was a problem. Doesn't help me now, but that's okay. Okay. It's my honor to announce the winners of the South Carolina Broadcasters Association scholarships for the year 2022-2023. The SCBA Educational Foundation, established in 1982, provides grants, scholarships, and endowments for South Carolina colleges, technical colleges, and universities that offer a curriculum in multimedia journalism and other broadcast-related fields of study. The foundation established an endowment in 2004 with a goal of $1 million, and they hit that in 2008. The scholarship program will continue in perpetuity, providing educational funding for the next generation of broadcasters, hopefully that's all of you, to come. Each year, the foundation invites colleges and universities from South Carolina to apply for scholarship funds. When the foundation board met to review all the applications, they authorized a total of $57,500 in scholarships for 10 broadcast/journalism programs. And thankfully, Winthrop was included in that list. The department was awarded $10,000, and we decided to split it among the 4 best scholarships applications. And the winners are Emma Ann Lay, Brianche Lee, Rayona Freeman, and Brooks Foxworth. Okay, unfortunately, they couldn't be with us tonight, so that money goes to the Mark Nortz Retirement Fund. But anyway, congratulations. And everybody stay cool.
Thank you, Mr. Nortz. Now we would like to welcome to the podium Dr. Marilyn Sorrow, Professor Emerita of Mass Communication, who has come here tonight to award the 2023 IMC Summer Internship Scholarship named in her honor.
I don't jump these days. I don't want to jump up. I think I have the honor of having attended more of these events than anybody else in this room. and it's a pleasure to be here this evening. The internship is a very important part of your major. First, it allows you to apply your knowledge that you learned in the classroom and through other work and volunteer experience. Second, it may be a factor in your decision-making process for future employment. For example, do you want to work in a large company or do you want to work in a small operation? It may even make you decide, well, I don't know if I have the right major. But that's okay, it's better to find it now than find it later. This year we want to award 2 scholarships. First to Zakira Kelly. Ms. Kelly reports that her ultimate goal is to work in the fashion industry, and a first-generation college student, she reports that she has always been fascinated by the power of branding and storytelling to tell creative connections with consumers. And we wish her a lot of luck in a very competitive business, and we hope your internship proves to be life-changing that you believe it will be. The second scholarship goes to Shannon Williams. A Charleston native, Shannon already has an impressive work history of applying her communication skills with the Department of Student Engagement. She clearly knows the value of work, having held more than 2+ jobs in the past 3 years of attending Winthrop. Her work history will also please any employer. Shannon is interested in digital marketing and public relations, and I suggest these interests are inseparable in today's marketplace. We hope you get the internship that you desire. If you don't, there are lots of alums and not from IMC majors who work in Charleston. So make sure you get in contact with them, and they're doing really cool things. So congratulations to both of you. And you'll get the check. Somebody will handle that. Okay.
Please welcome our chair, Dr. Reel, again to present our department's recognition awards.
So again, in the interest of time, we'll just do these quickly up here front. These are the special recognition awards. These were voted on and nominated by faculty for excellence in academics, scholarship, leadership, service to the department, or other aspects of outstanding performance. And the first 2 really helped me out with social media. In fact, they didn't help me out. They ran our social media this semester and really did a great job. If you're not following us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, even LinkedIn, I mean, who follows that? I think what they've been doing is incredible. And the first 2 are Carla Basin and Michaela Barkowski. Then we have for excellence and leadership in the student publications, which will include, and by the way, the newspaper content was outstanding this semester. The layout, but a great coverage of stories, really interesting, stimulating coverage. And also the RMR, which was really converted into a magazine this semester for the first time, which I think is going to turn a new page, so to speak, for that magazine. And I could see it being a premier publication of its kind, seriously, in the country. So those 3 are Ainsley McCarthy, Marley Bassett, and Raven Rhodes. Is that come up? And then running our per campus website, doing an outstanding job. By the way, that's a really popular website, and you juniors should get involved. It's really fun to read. And that's China Wallace. So that concludes those. Thank you so much for all your help, Steve.
Thank you, Dr. Reel. Now to introduce a colorful bloom from the past, Mr. Mark Moritz will introduce our Alumna of the Year.
In case you haven't noticed, it's still warm in here. Okay, Alumna of the Year. This makes me laugh because this was one of the students who, when she was here, she would refer to me as Marky Baby or Marky Mark. And she introduced me to her mother, who was sitting down front here, all those years ago. When she said, "This is Marky Mark," her mother goes, "I can't believe you talk to him that way." And I was like, "Well, I've heard worse." So anyway, Tyler Young, she's sitting right here. 2010 class of Winthrop University. While pursuing her graduate studies, this Greenville, South Carolina native interned at 3 news stations, earned a South Carolina broadcaster scholarship, so you can see applying for that scholarship does pay off. She was inducted into Chi Kappa Tau Alpha. There, I got it right. Same night, all these years ago. And yeah, the year she graduated. She became a morning news producer in Charlotte. And as she says, she took a leap of faith. And she left the newsroom and she decided she wanted to go into film. And she's done very, very well. She spoke to our film production class, and the students were all amazed. They couldn't believe that somebody who came out of the department in news found their way in film and has done very, very well. She has produced historical and social justice documentaries for Vice, Prime Video, BET, and PBS. Her credits include the Emmy and Peabody Award nominated documentary film Downing of a Flag. She is a 2023 Project Involved Writing Fellow at the Film Institute, Film Independent, and currently developing her first feature. She recently produced Gaps, a coming-of-age short film presented by Queen Latifah's Queen Collective program in partnership with Tribeca Studios and P&G. That premiered on BET. And she was able to share part of that with the class the other day, which everybody was like, "We got to see it. We got to see it." In 2022, she wrote and directed her first short film, Dying Laughing, and her screenplay, Body Count, was an Academy Nichols screenwriting quarterfinalist. She was also selected for the second cohort of diverse representations of Black Entertainment Executive Pipeline Program. She's a former Gotham Film and Media Institute TV series fellow and is creative operations manager at Vox Media. Please welcome Alumna of the Year, Taylor Young.
Thank you, Marty. Thank you so much.
Want no picture? Oh, okay. Want to get a picture?
Yes. Oh, let me take this out. Thank you.
Congratulations to our alumna. Please welcome Dr. Nathaniel Frederick to the podium to present our Leadership Award.
Good evening. I'm here to present the Leadership Award. There are many definitions of leadership, but I like this one because it's short and sweet. Leadership is the practice of positive influence. Now, we usually have one recipient of this award, but this year we have 3 recipients. These women were selected because they have taken advantage of all of the opportunities in this department, all of the opportunities this department has to offer. Their initiative, social influence, and ability to galvanize their peers toward achieving a goal is what sets them apart. The Leadership Award recipients are Mari Presley, Daisha Thorne, and Victoria Trump. Mari is a mass communication major with a focus in journalism. She's been recognized for her leadership on student publications as managing editor of the Johnsonian. Mari's published work has been also recognized by the Herald and the South Carolina Press Association. Daisha Thorne is an integrated marketing communication major who is a non-traditional student. She's been recognized for always taking the initiative to do more than what is asked of her in this department. Even with her busy schedule, she finds time to volunteer with any task in this department. She even hosted this event last year, and she's in the class this year, the planning class this year. Victoria Trump, as you know, is out of the country. She is an integrated marketing communication major. She serves as station manager and on-air talent for Eagle Air Radio. She's also a member of the Winthrop University Honors Association. And as I said, she's studying abroad in France. And when she returns, she'll be doing some videos on study abroad for the department when she gets back. So let's congratulate all the winners.
Congratulations to our leadership winners. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Joseph Casco to present the Outstanding Digital Information Design Student Award.
I'm pretty sure Marky Mark got more applause than I did, so. There we go. And who knew we were coming to a pool party? Just a quick story I was thinking of as I see all of you guys tonight. You have no idea how proud we are of you to have this at the end of the year and recognize all your accomplishments. And I don't personally have any children, but when I meet people, I often will say, "Oh, my kids," and I'll, be bragging about something happened. One of my kids just walked on the moon. One of my kids just scaled Mount Everest. And one time somebody said to me, "Boy, you really have impressive children." And I said, "Well, that's just how I talk about my students." So, congratulations to everyone. I'm glad to be here to introduce our top digital information design students, and we have 2 recipients of the award this year. Our students who major in DIFD, they study a concentration in digital mass media, and that basically combines coursework from 4 different departments here at Winthrop, which includes mass comm, graphic design, marketing, and computing. And our first recipient is a young lady who I've known for a number of years now. I've had the pleasure of being her advisor and her instructor for a number of classes. And over that time, we've really just seen her develop, very impressive storytelling skills and production skills as a multimedia professional. She's turned into a leader on our campus, being involved in both our student radio station, Eagle Air, and her campus. And I know she's a very hardworking, very dedicated student. Last time I saw, she had a near perfect GPA here at Winthrop. So please join me in congratulating our first top DIFD student, Savannah Fiegel. And our second recipient is a young man who I've also had the pleasure of knowing for a number of years now and having a number of classes with. And he always says something informative and thoughtful to say, and I feel oftentimes students learn from him in our classes during our discussions. He's an excellent storyteller. He's a really good researcher. When he wants to find something out, he goes out and knows how to find information and learn about it. He's got a very bright future ahead of him. You better be nice to him tonight because in 10 years, we're probably all going to be asking him for a job. So please welcome and congratulate our next top DIFD student, Ned Hildebrand.
Please welcome Dr. Amy Meter, who will announce the Outstanding Junior Award.
Well, what a pleasure this is tonight. I'm introducing someone who I find very inspirational, and I'll tell you why. She is not afraid of success, neither in sports, in athletics, or in the classroom. And when I first met this woman, it was the second day of our broadcast class. And we were looking at, I don't know, I think it was CNN or Fox or MSN. It was one of those. And I asked students to dissect it. Is this good? Is this bad? What's wrong with it? Or, and we're looking for things like bias. Who gets more airtime? Who gets the first word and the last word? What visuals did they choose to go with the story? All these things. So I put it out to the students, and typically students, I'd say overall, point out things that maybe a liberal would see. This student pointed out things even I didn't see. I was like, what? Wow, okay, that's fantastic. It was insightful. I think it gave the other classmates an idea of what kind of thing I was looking for. How far should you take this in-depth analysis? All the way. And that's what she did. So it is my pleasure to introduce someone that I know will be successful no matter what she does, because she's already proved it. She's already shown she's got this stuff. Please congratulate Emma Ann Lay for Outstanding Junior. Awesome. Thank you. Congratulations to our outstanding junior. We expect great things to bloom for you next year. Now to introduce our outstanding IMC seniors, Dr. Padmini Padwarden, Professor Emerita of Mass Communication, and Mrs. Bonnie Stewart.
Sorry, So this is an award that the IMC faculty always loves to give out because it helps us recognize the value our students bring to their program as well as to the profession. And this award is named after someone who has mentored the program and shepherded it throughout its early years, and that's Dr. Marilyn Sarro. So we call it the Marilyn Sarro Outstanding IMC Senior Award. This is given each year to the student with the most all-round development. And this year we have the pleasure of announcing 2 awardees. I'm going to introduce one of them, and Bonnie will introduce the second. A lot of times we talk about how well a student has done, what her GPA is, how much she's achieved, and focus on the tangible things. What I want to talk about today are the intangibles. And emotions are really important in marketing, and I want to focus a little bit on that. This is a student who has personally touched my heart very deeply with her commitment, her excellence, her sincerity, her dedication, her eagerness to absorb every experience that the program can offer. And above all, not forgetting every person that has helped her along the way. I have watched this student grow from a shy, early entry, tentative, fresh, sort of, finding a voice kind of person, to a quiet but confident senior who knows exactly what she wants and how she needs to get there. Not only is she academically brilliant, but she's so gifted at bringing out the best in others. This student displays what we would call quiet leadership, which is just as important as the leadership that is more self-focused and dominant. After a stellar internship with the Culture and Heritage Museum, and currently handling a role as the social media manager for the Charlotte Source, she's ready for her next adventure. As she explores new career opportunities in the profession or goes on to graduate study, as many of our IMC students do, I want the students to know that all of her IMC professors and the entire department is wishing her much success and joy in her life. Ashley, would you come up, please? Ashley Hinson is our first outstanding IMC senior.
Okay, I have the honor of introducing our second outstanding flower. I like to use our theme. We worked real hard, our class worked real hard to get a theme and to get a logo and to carry out everything. So the girl that I'm going to, it is a girl, the girl I'm going to introduce is not so quiet. She is more out there. She is a go-getter. She seizes any opportunity that she can to better her learning, to learn more, to grow. She is energetic and cooperative to the nth degree. She studied in Dublin, Ireland, and successfully completed an international internship. She will be taking on more internships this summer and again in the fall. So as you can see, she is a seizer of opportunity. She made several videos of her study abroad experience for the department website. Along with her committee for the event tonight, she worked on all the social media communication for this event. She is a great communicator, and she is my go-to student when I need something done. I am very proud to recognize Emma Crouch as our Why don't you get in the middle? There you go. Let me take my glasses off. Hang on. Okay, do it again. Good job.
Thank you, Dr. Padwaran and Mrs. Stewart, and congratulations to all of our winners. Now to get into the mass communication majors and concentrations to introduce our outstanding broadcast student, Mr. Mark Nortz. Sorry about that one, guys.
I guess I wasn't paying attention at the last faculty meeting. I didn't realize I was going to be up here so many times. Let this be a lesson to all of you out there. Pay attention. Okay, outstanding broadcast senior. Mason Foster is our outstanding broadcast senior. He has concentration in broadcasting while minoring in film. If you've ever seen any of Mason's video productions, you know what I'm talking about. They are a little out there. They're very creative. But if you haven't, then you're really missing out. His creativity is very distinct, to say the least. Watching one of his creations, you will experience all sorts of emotions and at times sensory overload. Behind the camera, he is a talented videographer, editor, and writer. In front of the camera, he could be a reporter or an anchor. And if you've ever seen any of his short films and music videos, he has some acting chops as well. On campus, he was involved with the Johnsonian, Winthrop's weekly newspaper, as a photographer covering events on campus. He is also a poet, and he's had 2 poems published in the anthology, Winthrop's Literary Magazine. And that's actually where he is tonight. He has his poetry reading. That's where he is. He created various pieces of video artwork, one of which has been chosen to compete in the 2023 Art Fields competition to be held in Lake City, South Carolina. He was also active in Improv This, the campus improv comedy troupe. Off campus, he was also a production intern at Seacrest Studios, located in the Levine's Children's Hospital in Charlotte, North Carolina. There, he created and hosted his own closed-circuit radio and television show for over 200 patients at the hospital. His shows were entertaining and uplifting for the patients and the staff. Currently, he is part-time video editor at WCCB Charlotte, the CW, for the 6 p.m. and 11 p.m. news on the weekends, and he also fills in as a multimedia journalist when needed. There are many more areas that Mason excels in, but I don't want to keep you any longer. Some of you out there are probably questioning some of your life decisions at this point. But anyway, a round of applause, Mason Foster, this year's Outstanding Broadcast Senior.
Next, we would like to bring up Dr. Guy Reel again to present our Outstanding Journalism Award. Dr. Reel will also stay up here to recognize some of our students and those who put their time and effort into making tonight happen.
Thank you. So, like in many other categories, we do have two winners or multiple winners for the Outstanding Senior in Journalism. The first named recipient in this category is a young lady who's, the first thing we heard in deliberating her skills was how much she shines in class. She has worked on Eagle Air, hosting a weekly set list with different themes. She creates sweepers, legal IDs, and PSAs, a part-time reporter for Joe Casco's website in MCOM 330, the Palmetto Report, worked as news editor, worked on the Roddy McMillan Record, produced 7 story ideas per month for the RMR, wrote 2 stories every month for the news section, created the layout for the news section for the RMR. And again, just as a joy to have in class, which I can say myself. And so our first named winner is Cheryl Clack. The second winner for Outstanding Senior in Journalism got a long resume. I won't read it all, but he's worked on the Johnsonian this semester, really in a great capacity as social media editor and producer. And I was just telling him earlier, I love some of his TikToks. He did a great one about the 100th anniversary of the Johnsonian, showing the issues over each decade of the last 100 years since the 1920s. So pretty amazing stuff. Generate story ideas for the ACT, Arts, Culture, and Tech section. Worked on editing staff writers' work, copy editing, weekly TikToks and Instagram, like I mentioned, radio host and producer, and he does a podcast discussing current events and with a co-host, and he's also an RA in his spare time, and has an Instagram page where he produces comic reviews for Marvel subject matter, and the Unnamed Nerdy podcast, which that's down my alley. And it, of course, is Gabe Corbin, who was our Outstanding Junior last year. So.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I can.
So I also want to recognize our French students from ISCOM, our partner university in Montpellier, and I'm hoping we can establish a Winthrop exchange so Winthrop students can go over there. In fact, Claudine, who's the director of ISCOM, is speaking to my class, and some of the French students will be there tomorrow. And those who worked on this program tonight in the IMC 370 class, public relations principles, please stand up and let's give these people an applause. Thank you. Just a great job, guys. Thank you so much. They helped plan and publicize and arrange the whole show, social media blasts, and it's just been a pleasure watching how this came together. I didn't do anything, so that was great. And this is a full force back after COVID, so they've really brought a fresh air to our department. All these students who've worked on this program, talented, enthusiastic, and really helpful to the native students. And we hope to continue this relationship for many years. And we hope all your memories of the U.S. are great, and please stay in touch, okay? So I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. Oscar Wilde, the great Irish writer born in Dublin, said, "In America, the president reigns for 4 years, but journalism governs forever and ever." So no matter your profession in mass communication, whether it be news, public relations, advertising, marketing, or sports reporting, I consider everyone in those categories, or digital mass media, to be journalists. That is, chroniclers of truth and adherents to ethos, the Greek word related to ethics, but means moral character. So we, unlike many news organizations and communication outlets in today's world, adhere to ethics, to law, and to values of our professional practices. That's what sets us and sets you apart. That's the model that we teach. Democracy depends on an honest journalism, and one that holds public officials accountable. And you are the generation that we need at this time, more than ever, that we count on, that you lead us back to the right path. So after that, go have a good time and take care, everyone. We'll see you in class tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Before you leave the podium, Dr. Reel, we would like for Dr. Frederick and Dr. Meter to join us on stage for a special ceremony.
This is probably one of my favorite times I've ever been up here, and I'm honored to be up here as we celebrate Dr. Reel and the amazing things that he has done in this department. The last 6 years have been truly outstanding in what he's accomplished, from the Media Literacy Series project, celebrating diversity, bringing diversity. We won the Diversity Award of all departments, so we're very proud about that. Thank you, Dr. Reel. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Frederick, and then I'm going to come back for more.
Well, for those of you who don't know, Dr. Reel is retiring. And Dr. Meter and I wanted to acknowledge his contribution to our department. So I should turn it back over to him.
I told you I'd be back.
Yes.
Hold this for me.
No.
Okay. Now, why can I get away with things like that? Because he has a great sense of humor, and you will hear all of us say this. He has the most dry wit in the best way possible. So I want to share a memory with you that I don't know if he remembers. During COVID, you know, everyone is texting, and that's when everyone, I don't know, started connecting through digital and through Zoom and all that. It was late one night, and we were chatting, and he said, "You know what? We need to go on the road, a comedy duo." We started planning our material. We had characters. We were ready to roll. We were going to invite people to see us on stage. It was going to be maybe improv, but we had stuff planned. I don't know if we were serious or not. It has not happened yet. But now that he's retiring, he has time to work on the material. And I'm thinking, watch out. We are coming. Watch out for our names. Or we might actually have a pen name or a fake name. I don't know if we want to go on the road actually with that. But so this is so important to me because he has been my mentor since the first day I got here. That is an amazing thing. He has been by my side, giving me room to grow the entire time. I don't know if you've noticed, but he's not the type of person that harps on you. He gives you room to spread your wings. He gives you the opportunity to learn. And that, I think, is the quality of a good leader. We were talking about leadership earlier, loud, quiet. He's got it. And he's given it to me, and I know that he's spent his time with each of you trying to make sure that you reach your potential. And that is an amazing chair. It's an amazing professor, but don't we wish all chairs were like that? That is truly impressive. Thank you. The very last thing I wanted to say is that he is, I'd say, of all people I know, with the best vocabulary of anyone. The past 3 years, we have had this game called Stump Dr. Real. He doesn't know we call it that. It's our secret thing that every day we try to come up with a word that he's never heard of before. In about 3 years, once. Obscure, weird, random words. No, he knows it. Historical. No, he knows it. You cannot get anything over on this man. So I think we've been in good hands. We've learned a lot. We have laughed and we have grown. And for that, I will always be appreciative. Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Okay, so now it's my turn. All right. Dr. Real has been our department chair for the past 6 years, and he's been a faculty member at Winthrop University for 20 years. He describes himself as an old print guy, a former newspaper reporter for the Commercial Appeal in Memphis, Tennessee. Dr. Real is a noted teacher, scholar, and leader. With a laid-back style, he conveys passion for storytelling and truth-telling. Dr. Real's commitment to student success can be measured by the numerous mass communication alumni who credit him for their journalism careers. Now I'll share a few sentiments from the faculty about Dr. Real. Dr. Real always stays plugged in with journalism. He always, get a little emotional, sorry. He was the one who brought multimedia into the department by attending the first multimedia workshops. Dr. Real knows all the news of the day. He's always reading a well-worn New York Times newspaper and a crossword puzzle, and a New Yorker magazine. Other faculty members stated that they appreciate Dr. Real's laid-back style, his easy demeanor, and his rapport with students. And I think what we're all going to miss most is his dry humor. Dr. Real has a way of finding humor in the worst circumstance, be that the worst news of the day or the most challenging days in the department. He always finds a way to kind of bring some humor to that. And on a personal note for me, like Amy, he's been a mentor to me. He's not only a mentor, but he's a friend. And he's one of the first professors to open, to welcome me to the department. And I've learned a lot from him, and his dedication to students and his wit, which I can't quite match. But I try my best. I'll try my best to model that in my own career. So I will miss you. I will miss you. All right. Okay, so to recognize your career in journalism, as a journalist and as a journalism educator, we have a gift for you. Here's the gift.
MCOM swag.
Yeah. We know you like golf, so we put together a little retirement starter pack. You'll find golf balls, a gift certificate to Waterford Golf Course, a shirt, and a hat. All right. And there's one more thing. There's one more thing. So if you ever want to reminisce about your career in journalism or at Winthrop, just open this. You have to open it now. You have to open it now? Okay. All right. I'm terrible. There we go.
Wow. Thank you so much, and so much for keeping this thing short. So, good night, everyone.
Okay, we would like to thank you all for coming and supporting our students for their accomplishments and dedication to their education. Please remember to use our hashtags Where Dreams Grow and our photo booth in the back and any social media posts. We would like to keep this thing alive and growing.
Once again, we appreciate everyone taking the time of their day to celebrate these students. We thank our department for providing us with a place where we can grow and dream big. Please fill out the short evaluation form using the QR code on the tables. Your feedback will help us plan future events. Have a great evening, everyone, and congratulations to all the winners. We will see you later.
Thank you. Oh.